Hey guys, Cory again with another episode of Quarantine with Cory. Now tonight we got 4 minutes on bullying. 4 minutes starting now. So for a lot of years, I thought the best way to make myself feel better about who I was, to deal with some of my self-image problems, deal with some of my insecurities, I thought the best way to make me feel better about who I was to make everybody else feel worse about who they were. I thought that the smaller I could make somebody feel, the bigger it would make me feel. Man, I tore people apart. I blasted them, humiliated them, belittled them, bullied them, did whatever I could to try and make them feel worse about who they were. And I'm not going to lie, it did work for a second. It made me feel pretty big and tough for a moment. But at night, when nobody else was around, when that high kind of wore off, I felt even smaller. I didn't get it. But over the years, I've found out this. See, you cannot tear people down continually without you eventually going down too. If you picture this, right, as if we're both standing up and you want to get me down on the ground and keep me there, you can karate chop me, but I'm going to be able to get back up. But if you want to keep me there, you have to get on top of me, right? You have to go down too with me. That's just how it is with bullying, right? You cannot make people feel worse about who they are without you eventually feeling worse about who you are. And when I realized that and I started to make changes in my life, it changed everything. See, how you treat other people is a direct reflection on how you see yourself. You can't treat anybody, or you can't fool anybody by treating people like garbage. If you really want people to think you're a big shot, treat them like big shots and watch what happens. I promise you, it'll change your life. Because just like you can't tear people down without you eventually going down too, you cannot continually lift people up, encourage others without you eventually feeling better about yourself. Try it. Prove me wrong. Now, for those of you who have been bullied, I just want to take the next minute for you. See, no matter how many times I tell people what I just told them, how bullying isn't the answer, how that only makes you feel worse about yourself, there's always going to be some people who never stop, who don't believe me. Everywhere you go, there's always going to be somebody who treats you wrong and how you don't deserve. I mean, we can't run from it. We can't keep running from it and hiding from it. So this is my advice to you. You need to be so sure about who you are. You need to tell yourself exactly who you are. You have to talk positive to yourself. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself who you are. Don't be your own worst enemy. We have people in the world who are already going to make our lives harder, so we have to be good to ourselves. So tell yourself positive things. Affirm yourself so that when people say those things to you, when people say garbage to you, you can smile and just know inside your head like, no, that ain't true. Yeah, it still hurts when people say those things. But the more we build ourselves up, the more we surround ourselves with the right people, people who care about us, who love us for who we are, not for who we pretend to be. The more we do that, the less those words hurt from the people that are trying to tear you down. So don't run from it. Build yourself up. Surround yourself with the right people. And never give up.